Back to September 1987, our Woman of the Hour, Carrie Fisher, best-selling author and actress. Carrie's known for her surprises. Well, we pulled a few surprises on her.
I'm Carrie Fisher. Welcome to Hour Magazine. I'm today's Woman of the Hour. Because my book is about obsession, and because the first sort of fourth of it is about drugs, I get asked a lot of drug questions. And that I sort of expected. And the other stuff you expect, too. They asked me more about, like, the autobiography I think I was expected to write that I didn't write. So they asked me about stuff that's not in the book, about my parents, about, you know.
Yeah, but I think most of us look at it as thinly guised fiction.
Well, I mean, most fiction...
I don't know how you can write that stuff without having...
Well, you write close to your experience.
Yeah.
I don't have a good enough memory, and I'm not old enough to write an autobiography, but... I did write a lot about things that I had experienced, and I did sort of make up a lot of stuff.
But doesn't writing fiction, I mean, even when you keep that close to the real story, it does give you a freedom.
To go inside of heads,
yes.
To go all over, you're
and
not
to take
sort of
a little
restricted.
dramatic license as well.
And you can lie.
Yeah.
Back and get
yeah.
that
What does everybody in the family think about the book?
Well, you know, they think it's great. I think my mother did, in part of her mind, expect me to write a book that said, "She never cooked for me," you know. But... you know, it's dedicated to my mother, so my mother liked me in the 8th grade play, you know, so she's very proud of it.
We've had Debbie, we're talking about her mother, Debbie Reynolds. We've had Debbie on the show several times, and being a fan of hers, not knowing her specifically as a mother, what is she like as a mother?
She's a really good mother. She's a terrific mother. I mean,
Ups and
particularly
downs?
Considering that she did about 30 films when I was growing up, you know, but she was there a lot, and she really brought us up mostly on her own. So I had a stepfather also.
Yeah.
So she's a great mom.
All right, if you had to write a postcard to your mom,
oh no,
what would it be?
I think I've done it on the tour.
Have you?
No, my postcard to my mom is the book, sort of. I mean, it's dedicated to her. She even though she didn't cook food for me, that's what she says. I know I didn't make the cookies and. But she was a terrific mother. She did considering the whole split up of my parents and how difficult that was for her, and I was 2 and my brother was really born. It's a very tough thing to go through if you don't have children. She had children, she had to keep working, and so she did an extraordinary job.
What do you think her postcard to you would say?
I don't know. Get another business manager. She said,
so?
No.
Well, let's find out.
Hello, dear. This is your mother, Debbie Reynolds. My phone number is, I get so nervous when I give you my phone number. Is this your answer phone on, dear? Because you know your answer phone's always, I wish you didn't have an answer phone, dear. I wish you'd just have your own number and pick it up yourself. Why can't I ever reach my daughter? Well, goodbye, dear. Do call me whenever you have time. Hello, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Debbie Reynolds. The book is dedicated to your mother and your brother Todd. And Todd is busy with, he's in the business at the moment, isn't he? Doing.
He does videos. He's a cinematographer, director. And
doing quite well.
Yes. Well, he's a terrific son.
I want to be like Todd when I grow up.
All right. Well, let's see how like Todd you are right now.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is absurd.
Todd.
You're joking.
Todd, I was supposed to ask you to read a postcard.
Well, I brought it to her anyway.
Have you got it? What does it
Here,
say?
you sit down and read it.
They're all going like this to me. Boo. I can't help it, guys.
I know you're new at this.
I know.
Well, I was going to do the hello, dear.
Yes.
Because in our family, the hello, dear is sort of a tradition at this point. So you really missed out on that. And then I was going to say, this is your brother, and I was watching the videos of our trip to China. We traveled to China together. And I was pondering over the question in this film of who was more like our mother, Carrie, or myself. And we determined that I was like her in the morning after the slaughters of sleep. And Carrie
Poetic.
was more like her in the night after some fast phone talking and other tensions of the day. And I hope that this can be resolved soon, because after reading your book, I'm sure I must be missing something. Or shall I say, you have sort of a je ne sais Kuala Lumpur.
You tell her we're brother and sister?
Yeah, sort of. Let's talk about growing up, and maybe you can bring another perspective to it, growing up in this wonderful bubble of Beverly Hills, Hollywood, the industry.
Well, I thought it was quite normal for me.
Yeah,
My
you would.
perspective is only one-sided from that point. And we had, as far as I was concerned, quite a normal
We
childhood.
didn't know it was weird until we started watching Father Knows Best.
That's exactly right. I had a problem when I saw Leave It to Beaver because I never
That's a
liked
whole
that.
other thing, though.
But later in life.
Were you happy kids?
Very happy.
Yes.
Very happy. We had
You should have brought the
everything.
films.
Well, you know what? One of the
Oh, no!
Debbie, what surprises you most about Todd and Carrie?
Oh, well, I'm not surprised about anything they do because I'm most delighted, I feel, that the children have grown up. I hate when I call them children. That the young people have
Why?
grown
What do you
up. to be sharing, loving, giving, and the most important thing is that they love each other. They're very best of friends, besides being
That's
a brother
right.
and sister.
She still hits me, though. It started at a young age.
She always did. When they were, Todd was maybe 2 months old, Carrie hit him in the head with a baseball bat, and she
That's
came
been
running
my
into...
excuse for years.
Which, what, front or back?
Plastic bat,
Plastic.
though.
It was a little bat, and she knocked him out, and she said, "Mommy, the baby fell over." So then she nursed him back. She said, "The baby..."
I've been guilty about it ever since.
Yeah.
So it's the main
Yes.
reason of that I'm in therapy.
But we've worked it out since then.
Yeah, it's so wonderful to have you both here. And again, congratulations on the book. It's called Postcards from the Edge, and it's awfully worthwhile reading. You must do that now. Lady Remington Fashion Jewelry, beautiful jewelry styled for today's woman. Customer and hostess plan available. Call 1-800-654-8632 for Lady Remington's fashion advisor. New Bikini Bear Cream Bleach to lighten unwanted hair on face, legs, arms, and gentle new Bikini Bear Facial Depilatory.
Oh my gosh, that was adorable.
Wasn't that cute?
I don't know what is funnier, and the facial hair debilatory, is that what it's called? Can you imagine putting a woman putting that on her face, and in 3 days she has like a 5 o'clock shadow? If it's that, or you and Carrie and your mom together on that show, that's I think my favorite clip.
We did not do a lot of talk shows, primarily because Carrie became very self-conscious about it and didn't like it.
But you
Actually,
know,
I thought
to
it
see
was
her this relaxed within herself was wonderful. You know,
she was sober during this time.
Yeah.
This was a
she
really
looked
good
so
time.
great, and also just how cute that you guys were together. And a lot of people, I was watching it and watching the feed, and so people were saying that one person said, "You look like a young Tom Cruise." Another one said, "Oh, you have that Sean Cassidy thing going on." Now, girls, do you see, and boys, do you see why?
Yeah, we don't want to leave anybody out these days.
No, but do you see why I had such a crazy crush on Todd when I saw him across church?
Oh.
That's exactly why.
Piff, piff, piff.
And to me, you look exactly the same, because I always see people.
I
remember
only
people.
have eyes for you.
Yeah, but I always remember people as I meet them. Always. I
Well,
mean, when I see somebody from high school, I do not see the 65-year-old person.
But you know what's
I
interesting?
see
You
who
don't
they were.
realize, looking at these films, you know, those were really great times in many ways.
Yeah.
My mother was obviously having struggles,
But you wouldn't have known it.
well, she was coming out of it at this point. But you know, it was a magical time, and you know, everybody was. I mean, Carrie had lost. She mentioned the business manager, you know, had taken her for a lot of money. Yeah, there's troubles.
You know,
but
everybody
within
had that
there was a
story.
lot of magic. I
Yeah.
mean, I've got a party I'll cut and run. Carrie's, I believe it was her second, maybe her first birthday with AA.
Yeah.
And it's at her house up on Oak Pass, and it was another one of those great moments. But, you know, as you could see, though, you know, she became far more guarded later.
Yeah, well, and I think, you know what, it's so funny because you and I both have known all our lives pretty much people that became super famous that you knew before they ever fame hit them and knocked them sideways. And I'm not really sure. I used to say, and I used to really believe, and I think I still do, that fame just makes you more of who you already are. If you're an a-hole, then you'll be the biggest. You know what I mean? If you're,
I don't know. You know, I saw some nice people turn into a-holes.
Okay, but you know what? I did too. But for the most part, I think it's part of it is that they forget, where they came from. But the other part of it is that
Which is why it's always good to have old friends.
right,
They
because
keep you
they will,
honest.
but you see, you get in trouble for that too. You lose friends, and then you realize that they're just far gone. But here's the thing, I think also when intense fame happens, intense fame, like worldwide fame, everything around that person changes, everything. So I really understand in a way why people, not in a way, I totally understand why people become guarded when they're at that level of fame where they can't even go outside anymore.
Sure, there's
And
a
so
part
I mean
of
I
that.
think that happened to your sister. To say
Well,
the
there's
least.
a part of it, but at the same time,
I
I
thought she
don't
was
know.
good. with
My
people.
mother, I always go back to Mom.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember her ever doing that. Ever.
No.
And of course she got ripped off all the time. But besides that, she and in fact, if you were to ask her, regrets and these sort of things, she would tell you that she wouldn't have it a different way. Like if you would have given her an option, why didn't you live a more guarded life? Why didn't you, shun your fans more or people that came up to you? And she would say, I would never do that.
Right.
She never did.
But
She
your
never
mom
would.
was guarded in her personal
Neither
life.
did Carrie, by the way, in the end. You saw those great films and bright lights of her with her fans at the Comic-Con, and she's posing and taking pictures like my mother, even more so.
You know what? She was great at those. I mean, you look at that footage, and
But that
she
was
really
full circle.
understood
That
what
was
that was.
a transition full circle where you see this is the beginning of it all, and then you're getting more and more and more famous, and then there was a time, and some of it also has to do with the mental illness or the drugs and things possibly, and we'll never know how to separate that exactly.
Yeah.
But I was glad to see her coming back around in the end. And also, I would just say that the people you hang out with can F you up, and so there was some of that.
Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. That is really true. Pastor Craig said that when he was here about 2 weeks ago. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And I was like, wow, that is so true.
And I think some of her personal assistants left a lot to be desired and didn't help. And then you just have certain, you started hanging out with certain people. Some of her old friends, were always there for her. There's a handful of people that were loyal to Carrie endlessly. Mark Shepard, was a quiet, loyal friend. Jane was a loyal friend.
Oh,
May
yeah,
Quigley,
yeah.
Connie Freiberg.
Right.
I could, and of course, you had Beverly and people like that. They weren't as old. Connie was our freaking babysitter.
I know.
And we still is around, and she was loyal to the bitter end and never would have crossed Carrie. So you got to find those people in your world.
And you have to be okay when they want to be your mirror.
Well,
Because-
that's the problem.
Yeah, because
so a lot
our
of them
family
blew
and
her
people
off.
who love us are our mirrors, our spouse, hopefully, if they're not abusive, they're our good mirror. And they let you know when you are out of your, not yourself, if your tone of voice isn't right with somebody. I always say when you are with somebody having dinner, watch how they treat the waiter or the waitress, because be sure that is going to be how they treat you
I like that.
when the bloom comes off the
No,
rose.
see, I prefer the one where you're, especially as it relates to men, where they say, see how he treats his mother, you'll know how he's going to treat
Oh.
you. That's the better one, I think.
I have to tell you.
Isn't that the better one?
It really is, because I remember thinking, wow, Todd really loves his mother. That's good for me, because it is true. I think if a person doesn't like their mother, and there is something to that.
It's a rare exception. I have certainly met some mothers that broke this rule, but generally speaking, even in the face of not the best mother in the world, the loyalty from the son to the mother needs to be there, or you should probably look at another mate. Check out some other options. I mean, there's a lot to be said. I'm not saying that's the only thing, but there's a good starting point. If that one ain't happening, you could just go downhill from there.
Right, no, but that's true. And then, of course, your mom, who was, your mom was
You know what I don't have, and it's really
What-
bothering
what?
me. But I have them in the refrigerator
the
out there.
coffee.
You feel me?
Oh, God.
What is
the
it?
The caffeine is coming.
This water is great. Now,
Oh, not the caffeine. It's coming.
I just need to get a little jacked up because I feel like I've got some things to say, and it's, and cat'll stop me at this current level.
Tonight we are in the theater, and we have Henry Catrona at the cameras.
Henry's here again, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo, 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 woo. Okay.
John is still away in
John is
Idaho
away.
playing golf and,
Yep.
and enjoying 80-degree
We have
weather.
Dora Elena
Thank
Fernandez.
you. You see what Flora brought me?
I know.
She brought me the
Dora.
Floridor.
Okay, and then
once
we have Liz Cochran in the house.
Yay!
And
Liz.
we don't have a Henry cam though, do we?
No, it's there. You see, at 12 grand a camera, as much as I love Henry and John, I just try to keep it on the basic things here. These are expensive.
Okay, so before we move on a little bit, your mom, when she sat on the porch with me, and you guys were moving the motorhome.
Oh, that was me by myself in the rain.
Okay, so you were moving the motorhome
yes,
in the mud.
and you were in the porch with my mother and watching.
I was on the porch with your mom watching.
And she had her. I think she had her wine glass with her feet up, and she was just watching the show.
Hummingbirds, and she was looking out at you, and the way she looked at you, I will never forget the way your mom would look at you, the look that she had in her face and her eyes. Just pure love, it was really great. And she wanted to tell me some things about you at that moment. Now, we were kind of new. We were only together for
was very
maybe
new.
3 or 4 months.
We were moving the Green Weenie, which was my first car.
His
It
first
wasn't the big.
motorhome.
Let's distinguish because we were we were going to
still
take that up
big.
to the ranch.
It's a GNC.
Yeah, but it's child's play compared to the big guy.
Right. Okay, so your mom was sitting next to me, and we were sitting in those chairs on her porch, and she's looking at you, and she says, dear, there is no bad in him. There is no bad in my son. And I remember thinking, okay, this is gold. Because, I'm new. You're the jewel in her crown. She's now going to start telling me about you. And I thought that was a good start. There's no bad in him. And then she said, and he will never cheat on you. Never. And I thought, that's a bonus because I'll kill
These
him.
days.
That's right. Kill him dead. But I was just really amazed that she was going this deep, right? So I said, oh. And she told me so many great things about you. And then she said, and all this affection that he's showing you and all the hand holding and this, that's not my son. And here's me. What do you mean? He's very affectionate. She goes, I know, I see that, dear, but that's not my son. And I said, well Henry's
dear.
laughing. and I was just shocked.
Well, because I used to hold Henry's
her.
hand, too. And how many times that died off, didn't it, Henry? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
See, we don't
so
hold hands anymore.
I didn't believe it. And so she said, I'm telling you this only, dear, because when it does wane, I want you to not think that you've done anything wrong. I want you just to understand that
She's
is
really
not,
working
that
deep
is,
here, isn't
that
she?
is not my son. This isn't who he is. And so when that starts to
Did
fade,
she mention the Reynolds?
But she did.
That's the
Yeah,
Reynolds
but anyway,
thing.
it was really great because in
What did she
fact
say
you
about
really,
what
you
did she
really
say
are
about-
touchy-feely.
What did she say about the RV?
She liked having
No,
the
no.
RV
She
in
said
the-
something about.
She liked having it in
No,
her
no, no.
yard.
Remember, I couldn't. We were struggling to get it out, and then.
You have to finish something. Is that it?
Yeah, I think I don't remember, but you came to me and
Did I-
way later, and you told me that she
Yeah.
said this.
Well, I didn't want to,
Whatever
say
you
everything
do,
she said.
yeah, she said when he starts something, he
He must finish it. It doesn't. If it takes him 48 hours with no sleep, if he starts something, he has to finish it because she was watching you push a motorhome out of mud, and it was her front yard. And most people would be. She loved having your motorhome in the front yard, which shocked me. But anyway, she was a most wonderful and unusual mother-in-law. But I did love that she told me, about the affection. It was really fun. And it didn't, and she's like, and it doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. It's just, this isn't him. It was very cute.
She was very observant.
She was, giving a sister a clue, which
Well,
I really
and
appreciated.
she had similar observations on Carrie, but wouldn't really tell anybody. She had very deep thoughts about Carrie.
Barbara Hammond made it. I'm glad. I saw that you weren't on Facebook and you're now back on. Yes. Hello, Gina, Selman, Stacy, Jacobs, Heather, Tenchuk. Letty Pena is here, but she's not in here. She's in the house.
Now, did you see what changed on the set?
Okay.
Have you noticed anything?
I have to tell you.
Go to the number 1 camera for a
Let
second.
me look.
So what's new? Does this look new to you?
Oh, yes. We have a Singing in the Rain. Yeah, we have a Singing in the Rain poster.
And you see how I put Debbie peeking from
I see
around the
her,
corner there?
yes.
See, I have Carrie peeking over here.
And I've been demoted to
No, that was on my side. I had to do that. I covered up the stand.
Just kidding. I've been demoted to the... That's right. Oh, look, Bikini Bear.
That's not part of the set decorating.
No, but
But I made it so...
Notice that stuff's not around anymore because you got a 5 o'clock shadow, where. It's not a joke at all. This stuff was nasty. So we got that, and we got... So what else is
there,
new?
well, see what I did there? Now look at the... We have... When you're on, we see your chair over your shoulder.
Okay, so I'll move...
No, it's on. We already saw it. You didn't need
Okay.
to do anything. It was there already.
All right.
And and then you see Debbie's name off the poster over your shoulder. And,
Yep.
then when we're on my camera,
Well, I'm going to look at the monitor then. It's kind of dark up here.
on my camera, no.
Oh, that light's not on. That's why. So
Well, that's
on the
that's
table.
only on for that stuff. So over my shoulder, you see you have Carrie and my little chairs.
Yeah.
And then we have we have Rebel.
Nice.
See the Rebel?
Rebel?
Rebel.
Oh, Rebel. Carrie's Rebel.
Rebel's
Yes,
back
yeah. I
there.
love that. That's a really neat poster.
Up against?
Rebel.
Oh, he likes sleeping up against Carrie.
So we have Dwight on set.
And what else did we add in here? Anyway, we brought a few different
You
things.
were busy
Well, the
today.
Singing the Round poster was the big thing because I had to schlep that down here from the house. But I think the big posters should be on each side. I was thinking
They're
about putting another
beautiful.
one on this side.
Let me just say hi to a few more people, and then we'll show the auction items tonight for tonight. And I wasn't home when you picked those out, so I'm going to let you talk about that. Terry Dixon's here. It was so great seeing you in Vegas, Terry. It was so great seeing you and your son and your husband. What a weird thing that we all just happened to be in the same place at exactly the same time. What are the odds? A lot. And in Vegas, I wouldn't take those odds because that was just amazing. But Terry Dixon and her husband were at New York, eating when Ryan and Dora and I were there playing. And we found each other on the phone. Can
That's
you imagine?
unusual. What are the odds of that?
They were on their way to the Tetons and, to see the glacier and all that stuff. And Ryan, I miss you so much. Sandra
Now,
Petrozzini.
we do have, you want to bring Ryan up real quick?
Hey, yes, Ryan, do you mind? I know the fireworks are... And
Well, we
happy
could
4th
just-
of July weekend, by the way.
We could just bring him on camera here, Ryan. Come on up.
Ryan, we might hear Leia barking, his dog, because they have fireworks there, and, dogs hate
Come on up,
that.
Ryan. You should just keep your... You
There
should
you
just...
Yay! Everybody welcome
So,
Ryan.
can
Give
you
him
make
some
a
hearts.
Good minute.
Hey, Ryan, can you pin your camera on so that it doesn't switch to us? We don't need us on. Just pin us. Can you pin you to the on?
I think you have to do that since there's only 2 of us.
Okay.
You have to do it on your end.
Okay. Well, anyway, as long as you're talking, it seems to stay. It's just when you...
I just like seeing you because I miss
That
you.
is correct.
It's voice activated. Anyway, we do have...
Yes.
We do...
I
What
do
are
too.
we doing over...
Okay, so shall we announce the auction items and let that get started, and then we can
Yeah.
have fun over here. So you need to do this because I don't
Oh,
even know
well-
what we have here. Oh, yes, I do know that. Linda Kornreich, who got these auction items, she won these a couple of months ago, and she donated them back so that we could auction them again, which I think was
What are we talking about?
these. Linda bought
Really?
these, and then she donated them back, yes.
Wow.
So
She must not have any cake. Oh, well, it's not cake. It's a carving set.
we can fix that because Liz, she's the cake lady.
Well, you know...
The cake lady,
You have to either... Yeah, well...
right.
So, do you want to talk about the bundles?
You talk about the bundles because I don't know which one. Okay, so we'll do bundle number 1 because it is, tell us what this is, where it's from, what's the provenance of these, because it's been a while.
Well,
You have a picture, I would assume, because
we have a picture, so
Dora the
I can put that up
Explorer, she gets those pictures up. Bam! There's her picture.
Well, there it is.
Yes.
So you got, but anyway,
I love it.
so there's two different things. We've got the live camera up there right now, but the lot on the left. We better bring up Mac
seeing it.
Apple.
I'm seeing it.
Right, but you're seeing both, so we got to bring up the single because we're
okay.
talking about one at a time.
Okay.
So this one is a sterling silver cutting set, knife fork. The handles are sterling. The blade and the fork are stainless steel. These came, from my mother's silver collection, and I had 6 sets of this type of thing.
Yeah.
So I chose one, and we put it up for auction a long time ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And who bought it?
Linda Kornreich.
So Linda bought it, and apparently.
Our Linda bought
But
it.
I'm surprised she gave. Maybe she just. I don't know.
She just wanted to donate, I think, to the charity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, I think this should be dedicated. We're gonna. What do you want to put it towards? You want to start amassing for the Thalians?
Well, Debbie Augustine paid, I think it was $2,000 for.
That was.
I can't wait. So that was
Right.
for the Jane Russell thing, and it was it Frank Ferruccio that had the other?
Well.
Who was it? Barbara Hammond. So we raised $3,850 that night for the school, her school, and then the next one was Debbie Augustine was the next one, and that money is going to the Thalians.
Right. But the
So-
Thalians, ever since my mother has not been involved, is struggling.
Yeah.
Because my mother was the quintessential fundraiser.
Right.
And they've had to reduce what they give to the Wounded Warriors program and things like that. So I mentioned last time that we were going to bring on Brutally.
And we
I have
are.
a couple of great items, Thalian specific items for that. But if Linda gave this, we want to make sure it goes to a specific charity. So why don't you come up with? You want to put it? Linda, is Linda with us right now?
She is. I saw her.
Ask
in
her
here.
Linda, where do you want this to go? She donated it. Do you want it to go to the school or the Thalians or
Oh,
what?
and we went shopping.
Do you have
for
a
the
picture
kids.
of that?
Oh, we have a video of that. So right after we do this, I'll show the video.
Well, Linda, in the next moments, tell us what you want this to go towards. But anyway, what we're giving you there is the Debbie serving set that we had sold a long while ago. It is sterling silver with stainless steel points, a memorial program, and then just a picture of Debbie sort of to go with it. The other item, now you can switch to the
Okay,
camera.
so if you want to start bidding on that,
Yeah.
it just put silver,
Yes.
and then start the bidding at $5.
All right.
And then we'll move on to this one, which is, you can explain because I wasn't here when you picked that out.
Okay, well, that one on the right is the most important thing there. Give me the playbill off of there, if you don't mind messing up the
What
thing.
Okay,
The
hold
playbill.
on. All right.
I know you know what a playbill is.
I couldn't see it. St. Jude? Okay, so Linda Kornreich would like to give that money to St. Jude. Yeah.
Fine. So everybody should know that the proceeds for the
Silver.
silver are going to go to St. Jude's Children.
Children's Hospital.
My mother also used to work with them over the years.
Was that Danny Thomas?
Or
is that the-
City of Hope, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm going to look that up.
Anyway, this
Google.
is this is a program from my mother when she did Woman of the Year. It's pretty unusual. I only had a couple of these, but this was the playbill, and then of course, she had to step into this play in 2 weeks. Absurd to do it that quick. 2
Who did
weeks.
she replace?
I don't remember, but there's a story in here about all that.
I think she replaced Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall, maybe.
Yeah,
I
I
don't,
think so.
Again, that's the one I don't remember. I remember that that like a big star got ill and she had to step in, and it became a real press for her to do this. She was very stressed, and you know what it would be like to carry a play and walk into a play within 2 weeks. So anyway, that's the program. It's pretty rare. With it, though, equally...
Can may I see it?
Can I get the other little DVD?
If you ask me nice.
Please.
There you go.
I beg you. Now, this is a Sing in the Rain DVD set. You can go to that, Henry. Yeah. So this is, but the catch here is that one is signed by her, and it's the 2-disc set that has the the bonus material. So there's some interview stuff with her and Donald, and they were alive at the time. So that's a unique item because there's just not that many signed Debbie Reynolds Singing in the Rain DVDs.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great thing.
With the playbill, but I was trying to put something signed with that, because it was pretty unique. That part's pretty unique.
And then there's a Singing in the Rain
postcard and a picture of her. There's a few little
two
knickknacks.
pictures of her. One is when she was very young in her MGM studio chair. And by the way, I'm looking at the ads in this playbill. So that is playbill.
Playbill.
$5. You can start the bidding on that. I'm looking at the ads. I have to take a couple of pictures because I don't know if you can see this, but
Here, I'll move it up on your camera.
look what Revlon did with mascara back in the day. I have to do that.
Go to her camera.
That looks like something Cat Cosmetics should do. Look at that. That's a cool idea. But it's just like seeing
You could learn
what things
stuff from
cost back then
magazines.
too. But I love. That's why I know it sounds
Think
weird.
of the billions and billions of dollars that have been spent generating clever ads, and then
The
just
old
move,
ones
move
are the
along.
best.
And
Look
you
at this
just move
guy.
along.
This guy in his chonies, and it's a Kent cigarette, but he's sitting in his chonies. There, that's so funny. That's right. See, they knew how to do it back then. Right now, it'd be like Me Too.
Well,
Hashtag Me Too. It'd be no fun at all. No, you don't see men sitting in their chonies in ads anymore. You don't.
no, because that would be racist or sexist or
Okay,
something.
now listen. So the auction has begun.
The auction has begun.
And Danny Thomas in St. Jude's, that was
That
Danny
was his.
Thomas's.
He was also buried there
He was buried
on the grounds at
on the grounds at St. Jude's. Well, he did an amazing amount, and his daughter, of course, Marlo Thomas, took that over. And how great is that? So, Linda, good choice for the charity.
Good choice.
Now, we did go, so Brenda McFamily, we raised $3,850 for her school because she teaches it's a special ed school. She's a special ed teacher. And the kids that go there have nothing. In fact, they have less than nothing. And so they come.
Well, they're struggling
they don't
to
have,
even have clothing.
They
I mean,
don't even
the
have
parents,
clothing,
it's a
right.
low priority to give them, say, new shoes or new clothes.
Well, because they have to eat.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like this
that's
is
my point. It's
yeah,
a low priority.
So anyway, we took. I got to meet the principal of the school, and I met Brenda to go shopping for the kids, and it's so I have goosebumps just thinking about it because, when these kids come back to school, it's going to be like walking into a store, and when you see.
Except that you don't have to pay.
Yeah, but I can't even tell you how excited I am. Here we go. Okay, so Ryan cut this together. I haven't even seen it yet, so I'm excited to watch it too. But this was Where Your Money Went, Kathy Winkler and Frank Ferruccio, was it? Frank and Kathy. This is Where Your Money Went.
So I would like to start a closet at my school for kids who don't have any clothes that fit them properly after the pandemic.
Can they hear? Yes.
There's a lot of people that really struggled through the pandemic, and a lot of kids that need, socks, pants, maybe shorts, maybe even some shoes to help them get past this.
Mm-hmm.
So especially here in Las Vegas, we were hit very hard with the travel industry. I know it's coming booming back, but it still takes time, guys. I mean, this has been a whole year, as everybody knows. So that's prayerfully what we're going to do with the money.
Okay. With the picture, the shoes, and the scarf.
That's one item.
I'll add an autographed book, my book autographed.
Okay.
But then instead of us doing the Armani sunglasses for our causes, the proceeds for the Armani
So we have
sunglasses.
two, will go to her school.
Right, so
for
2
her
auctions.
cause.
So one auction, you just have to type in sunglasses. So the money from the sunglasses will also go to her cause for the clothes for the kids.
So if you wanted, so Kathy Winkler is the bidder at $2,800.
Hopefully that will buy a lot of clothes for somebody.
Well, you know what?
I'm thinking
we just raised,
Armani jeans.
We just raised
Let's confirm that.
more. Yeah, we'll confirm that with Kathy Winkler. But if that's the case, we have just raised over $3,000 to start this.
Wow.
And that's a lot.
But yeah,
guys
you
are
know,
absolute-
everybody, you know, a lot of these people are very generous. And, you know, if we bring, this is what I've said now for over a year, that, you know, we all touch little areas of the planet and are aware of things that only we can be aware of. We wouldn't know about this if it wasn't for you. We wouldn't know those children need clothing. We bring it to everybody's attention, and then they get on board or they don't get on board. But our people are very generous and like-minded and make things happen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Kat and Todd. Thank you, Debbie, for having the most amazing glasses of all time. All right, so we're here at the South Outlet here in Las Vegas, and we're here at the Children's Place. We're gonna go ahead and get some shirts, possibly some shorts, because their shorts here seem to have a really good deal, and maybe a couple other things for the kids. The Children's Place actually does from size 0 up to size about 7 or 8, which we're going to have 2 pre-K classes next year, as well as all of 5 kinder classes. So we're going to have quite many of going on here. So we're going to go in, we're going to check it out, see if we can get some good deals. What do you think, Kat?
I think it's a great idea. Let's meet them out.
Let's do it.
Let's go. I'd wear this. Crouching Tiger. School. There's one. Glad to be back at school. My family was driving me crazy. This is what my pants look like after I accidentally put them in the dryer. No, I'm serious. Can you believe this? These would fit. These would be too big, too small for my hands. That's how small they are.
Because their shirts here are like $10 each.
Oh, yeah, that's too much.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm like.
So
This
that's
has
what
been
we'll
such
do.
a big blessing to our school. Like,
Oh.
you don't even
I
know.
am thrilled.
It has
Really,
been
I'm thrilled.
such a big blessing. So I had some kids from my class that I made sure to let them know that you're going to give them a special surprise. So they wrote you little notes saying thank you already, even though they don't know what the surprise is. So as you can see, that they drew it and then wrote the very best that they could write. And these are all kinder students.
Oh, this. Thank you
I'm just
for
gonna-
helping the animals at your house. I got goosebumps. I really
So let me show you one of them.
did. Boom Boom. Letty. The kids know the name you gave Emu. Boom Boom.
Look how happy they are to get this surprise. They're so excited.
Aw. Thank you for
Look at this.
being-
This is his drawing of Boom Boom.
Look with the long neck. Thank you for being kind to me. Thank you for
listening
to me. Okay, listen, this kids can teach us so much. Thank you for listening to me. The greatest thing we can do for another human being is listen. And to hear them and make them know they are heard. We all need it. But a child is the teacher here. Get what I'm saying?
They wrote this to you.
Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping us. Alaya. I am, this is incredible.
And that was his drawing of your house and you.
And Boom Boom.
Yeah.
So this was our shopping trip for the kids in Las Vegas. It's kind of hot. It's a little menopause hot. That's the kind of heat it reminds me of. I'm hot. Are you hot? Yeah. But we had fun and we got a lot done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome prices.
Awesome prices.
Awesome people helping us out, letting us film inside.
All good.
All good.
And again, thank you so much to all of our viewers who, buy things on our auction and make this all possible, and especially this one again. Thank you, Ferruccio and Kathy Winkler. Thank you so much, and it was fun.
Absolutely.
I had a lot of fun.
The kids are going to have such a wonderful time seeing all the new items, and it's just
we
such
should
a
tape
blessing.
that too.
Such a blessing.
How fun will that
Oh
be?
yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
Again,
don't worry,
thank
y'all
you.
want to see the after. It's
Exactly.
amazing.
Again, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye everybody. Okay, so how great was that? I mean, really, it was just so much fun to do. And Brenda, you are a go-getter. What an asset you would be to anybody's company if you didn't teach, because Brenda went to the companies and said, "This is what we're doing. Can you help us by getting giving us a discount?"
Van Shoe Company.
The Van Shoe Company.
By the way,
Levi they gave us 70% off, so we got 70% off everything that was on sale.
While you were there, did you get
wiped it out.
Did you get my jeans that I wear? I wear those same ones.
You know the little ones? That's what I said. They
me.
would fit you. You said little.
No, but I wear those are
my.
I wear those exact jeans you had.
Oh, the Levi's, yeah.
Same
but
ones.
these are all things that will last for years.
But I pay a lot more than what you guys paid.
Well, because Brenda she chisels them down, man. She is amazing at it.
It allows that gift to go a long way.
It does.
That's what it's all about.
The Children's Place didn't give us any deals, but we needed shirts and
But the prices were already low, right?
I don't think they were that low, but they were okay. I don't know, but I don't have kids, so I didn't know how much children's clothes are.
You have lots of kids.
I do, but they're covered in feathers.
No, you got kids all over the place. What do you think it is when you go shopping for children?
Oh no, I know.
They're your kids.
But we went to the outlet mall, which is nearby here, and it has all these, Levi's and great. I have a Kleenex here. I know. Sorry. I mean, that just made me really lose it. And Liz is down there blubbering, so I have to say we got a few hundred pairs of jeans, and we got something like 70 shirts, and then we have the shoes from Vans, but there are way more. There are double those numbers in kids. So Brenda has started I don't know what to even call it, but it's a charity for that purpose, so that we can continue this. So a lot of people asked if there was somewhere they could donate to that, and so I just asked Ryan to send me the link.
He's posting it, and he's also posting it to Facebook.
Okay, so he's posting it to Facebook. If you go to Ryan Clement's page, it's probably there. It will be, there it is. He just posted it. So, Barb Kevern, thank you so much to Barb and Kathy and Frank. Those were the three people that made that happen.
Well, and don't forget, there were underbidders that pushed it up.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, so whoever was bidding.
Yeah, anybody that
you.
was bidding that
Yes.
night, you really helped this. And so there's the link if you want to just donate any any little amount or whatever you feel
You know,
to,
you
or
don't
can.
you don't realize what this stuff does. Now, in this case, you've seen in very hands-on action how this works. But these other charities, the City of Hope, the Thalians, you know, they have, you know, all volunteer people that similarly go out and find the needs of those specific organizations.
Yeah, the Thalians now is very highly affiliated, not with Wounded Warrior, but a charity that does the same thing. It's just like that.
If you go to their website, it still brings up the Wounded Warrior program. In fact, Ruda offered to bring on a Wounded Warrior to talk about what has happened in his life.
It's going to be fun to interview Ruta Lee because I love her. She is so much fun.
You know that she was, you know, Carrie and I were instructed to call her Auntie.
Oh, you were?
We've known her our whole life, and so she was Aunt Ruta.
She's so funny. I mean, she's really one of the funniest
She's a ball
people
of
I've ever
fire. You know,
met.
she's like, so, you know, we had real ants, like blood ants, so to speak.
Yes.
You know, real ants. But we had a lot of
bloodline.
Not
Not
blood
ants like at
not
the
like
picnic.
crawling ants,
Right.
but relative ants.
Yeah.
And we had all these sort of adopted ants, and Ruta was one of them, so she's coming on. But you know, these causes, you don't, you know, you're the fun thing about this is you get something, you know, and then your money goes to helping a good cause. And so
Well, and any time that you help children, let's just to focus on kids for a minute, because any time that you help a child, you are affecting generations of people, not just that child at that moment, because that child then is shown grace and hope and love, and that child will pass that on to their children and so forth and so on. But this is also true of helping just anybody, you know, and it really, you help not just one, but generations when you help people
which
like
is
that.
why I love that movie, Pay It Forward, because
I love
it
that
helped
movie.
to put words to what we're talking about. I mean, there were, before that, those terms maybe were used in some fashion, but when that movie was made, it truly allowed those words to be assigned to a level of consciousness of giving that had not really been clearly defined prior to that movie. I mean, it was out there. Obviously, people have been doing it forever, but there were some words all of a sudden that you could say and everybody knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah, pay it forward. We all use that
Now
to
it's
this day.
now it's a Kleenex term.
It really is. That is a great movie, and I only saw it once when it came out, so that'd be a good date night movie for us.
I love that movie. I watched it many times because philosophically, I just love the message in it.
Yeah, I did too. And yet, right now, as I
It
sit
also
here, I
has-
can't even remember who is
Well,
in
within
it.
the
So it'll be
movie-
like seeing it all over again
Within
for
the
the first
movie,
time.
it also is a child that is doing it. So it also reminds me of the little child shall lead them. You know,
Yes.
the words. So not only is this a great philosophy, but a little child is leading us all through this very simple philosophy.
Well, Frank Ferruccio is definitely here. I just saw him climb in, and I know, you know, that Frank, be aware that I want to go to this. There's an autograph show that is in New Jersey in October, and for Halloween, and Chiller. And I am contacting Chiller because I want to go. You know why? Well, because I want to see Ferruccio.
Well, I can see that.
Well, Chiller is an amazing autograph show. I mean, it's
Really?
It's
Who's
one of
there?
the very biggest. Incredible people every year. It's a great, fun thing. So I am so excited about. Where are you going?
These, you see how this light is smacking you because the barn door is.
Oh, there you go. See, ever the director. Hey, why don't you bring my microphone stand up and show that? That's pretty cool. I want to show. I can't take this with me because I'm flying this year. We're not taking the motorhome because Todd's not coming. But is that a pretty mic stand or what? I don't know if a camera can pick that up.
Of course.
But look at that microphone stand. Is that, you know?
Who else has that stand?
Jennifer Lopez.
We were over at our neighbor's house.
We were at our neighbor's house,
and you said, I have to have that.
And there it was, because he's in the recording industry, and I saw it, and I had to have one because that is such a cool thing. But so I'll just move that out of the way. I'm going to miss having that.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Are you here for the next show, or are you?
We are not going to be back on this show until July 24th.
Well, what do you think about Henry and I taking on?
You know what? If you want to
Look, the
do the
girls don't
show
wanna do
without
it.
me, that's
No,
fine.
I don't want to, but you're going to be gone, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
you see,
the
I
dynamic.
will be sad because I'm not here with you. But I think you need to do what you want to do.
Well,
You can't always be
I'm
about
wondering
me.
but to shut the show down for how long?
2 weeks?
Yeah, but then you're only home for a week.
No, 3 weeks. I'll be home after that before I go to West Virginia.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll leave it up to your audience.
Okay.
If they want us to shut down for
It
2 weeks.
scares the life out of me just to think about you up here without me to censor this. So yeah, Ferruccio,
you know that
am
you've
coming.
been
I'm telling
you've
you.
been late before, and I've started the show, and I didn't
Okay.
I didn't get us in any trouble.
Sounds like it's going to happen.
Well,
But here's the good news. I get off work in Colorado. My last show is
Then
at
we
4
zoom
o'clock
you
in
in.
the afternoon. I'm an hour ahead right outside Denver in Harlan. So I could be somewhere just to
No, we zoom
say
you.
hi
We put you right here.
yeah, well,
We'll zoom you right in.
just never know. I don't know how to use Zoom. So we'd have to have Ryan.
Ryan will practice with you and get you online, and then we'll bring you in.
Um,
Ryan, what do you say? I'll bring Ryan back.
Ryan.
Easy.
Easy
Oh,
peasy.
he's still there.
Easy.
Wait, let me
peasy.
bring Ryan back here. We got to get. Okay.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, is it easy? Okay. But anyway,
Oh, it's so easy.
I could come in via Zoom if you want, but I would love to see you and Henry do a show. That would be fun. I just won't be here with the hook live
Well,
for when you start
I
misbehaving.
doubt we can get thrown off in 2 weeks, but
Well,
we'll try.
please don't, because it's my page. So it's like, if you want to do that. Huh? Oh, it's really quite easy, actually. But you have to really be on it because you can miss things.
We,
You know what I
we
mean? Like,
might
you have to-
change the giveaway thing a little bit.
Oh my God! Please, oh, please don't do that because it is Dora. Todd Solo. There you go. Let Todd talk about life stuff because he actually is really good at it.
I look at life from both sides now. I love that song.
I recorded that song.
Did you? Oh, I remember that.
I
Is that
recorded-
on your CD?
It's on One Life, Many Voices CD, and I recorded it with Andrea McCardle, who is a very famous Broadway singer. She played the first Annie
You
when
did a
she was
duet, you
little.
mean?
No, we did
Harmony?
3-part harmony. So I recorded 2 tracks, harmonized with myself, and Andrea McCardle did the 3rd harmony, and she was amazing. This is how it happened. Seriously. They said, can you record? I recorded 2 songs for that CD. They said, can you record a second song and just pick something? And I said, okay, I'd like to record both sides now. So they had to get the approval, from Joni Mitchell's publisher. And she approved it. And we literally walked into the studio with a sheet with words on it. We didn't even have any music notes. This is how good she was. It was incredible. I mean, she and I looked at each other. We were like, okay, girl, let's go. And of course, I love Andrea McCardle and admire her so much. So we just sat there and no music, nothing. Just that's how talented that she
Wouldn't
was.
have gone that smooth with me, I can assure you.
We were singing and harmonizing in the bed before we came
What
out here.
song were we doing?
I don't
a
know,
Beatles
but
song.
I'm not doing it now.
No, I can't remember
I can
what we
tell
were
you
doing.
now.
We were
I'm
doing a
not
Beatles
doing
song.
it now. All right, so let's give stuff away. Playbill is up. This is. Wait, the playbill is up to $355. $255. So the playbill and the
Signed disc,
the signed
DVDs.
DVD by Debbie Reynolds. That's up to $255. And the silverware. $300. So that's where we're sitting at the auction right now.
And we're going to give the proceeds to the silver to City of Hope.
No.
Not City of Hope.
St. Jude's.
St. Jude's.
Yes, yes. So there you go. So
Was that the song? St. Jude, don't be no, that's not St. Jude.
You are just so cute. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's Hey Jude. I thought it was St. Jude.
Says Todd will give the farm away.
See? No,
You
one
see?
thing you could be sure. I think
Not that so bad.
I am more balanced in some respects. However, I'm a sucker for a good cause, so you're right about that.
Yes.
And my mother was truly, the most giving in that area, and we grew up around that, so we do have a tendency to roll with that. So if somebody, that's why it's good, and we thank everybody for making us aware of causes.
Right. I am.
There's a thing that Buck's Marine boys, the motorcycle Marine guys, are doing here in Vegas. Every year they do a roundup for Toys for Tots.
Right, and they're the Harley Davidson group. They aren't affiliated so much with Harley. They all drive Harleys.
They're all military guys,
and they
veterans,
drive for
and they
charity.
drive bikes and they raise money for the Toys for Tots. So when Henry or I do the show, we'll find something and we'll raise money for Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to see them get
We
again
have
same thing.
a lot of local organizations like that. There's something
That is local.
Yeah, that's good.
It's the local branch of Toys for Tots.
I love a hands-on. That's why when I find things that, like the McKee Ranch, and I see where that money
I would
goes.
way rather have that.
I need to see that because I don't understand the inner machinations of the big charities and all that. So when I see something like that, I'm like, okay, they have 200 animals that need to be fed. God knows, I understand. I have 40. And we get it, so it's like, and also everybody that works there is a volunteer, which is amazing.
Well,
so.
and with people giving great things back, or we keep finding things. I'm hoping Hunter Biden will donate one of his paintings, and we can, get $500,000 for one of his paintings.
Oh my God.
But you never know what's going to get donated.
Stop now.
While
you're ahead.
Totally harmless.
You're on my page.
I was totally
and
harmless.
It's not whether I like it or don't like it. It is just. Stop now while we're ahead, because I need my page, okay? I love my page. I love my peeps. I'd be devastated to lose my contact with these folks.
That was so subtle.
I know, it was just unbelievable.
You
but let's
had
give
to
stuff away.
Read between the lines.
All right.
Somewhere in there.
We are going to give things away now. How are we going to do that? We're going to...
We have Ryan.
Have Ryan come back on. Ryan?
Yep. In fact, I'm going to go back there and pin him on.
We're going to pin you, baby.
I think when I share my screen now, you should be good to go.
Okay, but
okay, so are we we're doing the
randomizer?
We are. It's right there.
Oh, you were doing the randomizer. I love the randomizer. I don't have to do anything. This is great.
He was told that we were doing the randomizer.
Okay.
Even though there were
I don't remember what we talked about 5 minutes ago. So if that was me, then thank you, Ryan.
We were
I really
singing St.
appreciate
Jude.
it. Yes. So here's how it's going to, okay, so we have, everyone, if you've never seen that anyone out there that's new tonight or hasn't seen the randomizer, when you enter the room, Ryan has your name. Your name goes into a randomizer, which is online. Now he will push a button. It will choose a name randomly, which is why it's called a randomizer. So there we go. So we have prize number 1. Oh, Todd said if I go to Chiller, he wants you to come with me. Yes. He doesn't fly that much, but I'm going to make him.
Lately.
Okay, all right.
Duh.
I know, but I have to fly next week, so don't say anything.
I'll just rent a damn plane and fly
myself. Oh my gosh,
there.
Richmond Chandler. Is he here still? At last.
At last.
Okay, now Richmond, you may already have this.
Well, then give him something else.
Well, let's see if he has it.
I tell you what, move him onto the DVD.
No. Let's do this, because he might not.
I don't know.
So Richmond Chandler, you have won a copy of Todd's book, My Girls, and he will sign it for you. And I don't know if you already have that, but write me and let me know, okay? And I believe we have your address, but if we don't, I'll get it. And I know Richmond, actually, so this is great. So Richmond, if you have this, let me know, and Todd will sign it to you or whoever you would like him to sign it to. Congratulations.
You can tell me it's for your mother.
Donated by Todd Fisher.
A lot of people do that.
What's
They
that?
say, would you autograph this to my mother? It's Bill. Oh, I mean...
Jeez. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Shannon Johnson, come on down.
Shannon Johnston is here. This, Shannon Johnson, is a $25 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com, catcosmetics.com. And this was donated by our Barb Kevern, lovingly donated. But Shannon Johnston, you are the wiener. Barb Kevern, you are the beautiful person that donated this $25 gift certificate. Thank you so much. We appreciate you like crazy. We have such great people in our family here. Jennifer Gans is the next randomized person. Jennifer Gans, you have won a $25 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com. Now that applause is for all of you. Congratulations. You have won, and it's been lovingly donated by Barbara Hammond, who is an incredible donor for this show. Thank you, Barbara, so much. I can't wait until you come and see us. It's going to be fun, that's for sure. But thank you, Barbara Hammond and Jennifer Gans. You are the wiener. All right, number 4. Oh, Dwayne Shell. This is a new person, and it's also a man's name. I've never met a woman named Dwayne, but you just never know. So, Dwayne, are you here? Let's make sure he's here, and let's make sure he is here. And also, I'm going to save this gift, unless, Dwayne, you have a special lady in your life. Dwayne is a man, as far as I know. So
you know what? You just can't go there these days.
It's like, I am very excited, but is Dwayne still here? Dwayne Shell. Let's make sure, because I want to make sure people get gifts that they need or want, because maybe they already have something, or he'll go, I want what?
Let's go with that one.
Okay, so we'll come back to you, Dwayne. I just want to make sure we get you right, okay? So the next randomizer, Andrea Sodman.
Come on down.
That is a brand new name, Andrea Sodman, and we want to make sure Andrea's here.
Well, she should get some applause.
She should get some applause. Here we go.
Bring up the fader on the 360.
There you go. Woohoo! And there it is. Andrea Sodman, did you just come in and out, or are you still here? I'll look on my phone. Hold on one sec. Does anyone see?
She's here.
She's here?
Yes.
Okay, Andrea Sodman, you are new, so make sure that I have your email address. No, I need your email and your home address, or wherever you like things sent, because you have won something brand spanking new that just came out today. And it is... I have it on now. No more fake eyelashes for me.
This is what arrived today, right?
This launched.
FedEx. And he made me sign for it.
No, it arrived last night.
Oh, well, what was it I had to sign for today? God knows.
I'm not really sure.
There was a box about this big I had to sign for it.
That was the other products.
Okay, so there's some new products.
So here you go.
I thought I was signing for contraband.
Well, it sort of is, depending on where you go. All right, so this is our new product that just came out today, and it is selling like crazy, and there's a reason for it. Andrea, this is what you have won. It's white. This is a lash primer. You put it on before you put on your mascara, and it makes your lashes
Are you using it now?
I have it on now, yeah. Because I was wearing fake lashes for a while, but my eyes were getting tired of that.
I like that magnetic thing you were doing.
Well, my eyes were getting tired of it because I was wearing them a lot. So I love this lash primer, and that's what it's called, lash primer. And so you have won that. So let's go to the next. Next one is Kathleen Anderson. Kathleen Anderson.
Come on down.
Kathleen Anderson. Oh, wow. Okay, so Kathleen, you have won something really nice. I don't know if you know your colors yet, but I think you do. Is Kathleen a client?
Kathleen Anderson
Yeah, Kathleen Anderson is already, so you probably already know. I just need to know your colors. Barbara Hammond donated. This is the powder and foundation stack. So in the bottom is you can put it any which way you want. It screws together, so you always, it's the foundation. And then the next one is, I put mine foundation powder because that's how I do it, is the powder. That's beige. So Kathleen, Barbara Hammond donated whatever colors that you wear, so let us know in a private message, and also a Wonder Puff, which is, I love this.
And those puffs are special because they've been slept on by the kitty cats.
This isn't that. This isn't those.
Are you sure?
This is actually.
I have a picture of the
were,
cats in the box with those.
Right. That box is, well, of course they come in
no,
what do you call it?
It's not
Plastic
a negative. I thought that was a bonus.
No, but anyway, I love this. We have these made in the USA. Everything we make is in the USA.
I think it's getting pretty literal when you have a product made by Cat Cosmetics and you have cats sleeping in the boxes with the products. That's really getting, there's something going on there.
Kitten puffs.
Kitten puffs.
You know what? I love that. These are going to be kitten
puffs.
puffs. But you can put on your foundation with it. You can put your powder on with it. It is a great.
My mother would have liked that.
Your mom did love this,
yes.
Actually. And you can use it for blending.
Well, instead of the cutting up the little foam pieces, you know, the poly.
Well, it's antibacterial and antimicrobial because sponges can.
Maybe
get
that's
really
why the
gross.
cats like it so much.
I don't know. They liked it because there was 1,000 of them in a box, and they were. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so who's?
Shell is here.
Oh, Dwayne Shell. Okay, so Dwayne, you have won a DVD of the Unsinkable Molly Brown. I don't know which camera you're on. I
Camera
think this
3
one.
on your go to your close-up.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So, Dwayne, you have won a DVD of The Unsinkable Molly Brown, which is really one of my favorite Debbie Reynolds movies.
Donated by?
Todd Fisher.
No.
Time Warner.
Time?
I don't. You have to give me a clue.
Time
give
Warner.
Give a sister a clue about things.
So Time Warner heard we were doing this, and a while ago, remember in the middle of the pandemic, gave us like 100 DVDs, all kinds of Debbie movies.
Yes.
And so we've been giving away, and we kind of slipped on that. So what we're going to start doing is one movie a week.
Okay.
So I'm going to do one My Books. Now I'm donating the books, but the movies are from Time Warner.
Yes. All right.
So you can thank Time Warner and
Warner,
go to Time Warner's classic movie website.
You can buy them there.
But it's fun because they every week they release some new film that they transfer that hasn't been transferred before, and so you get to see some of the cool classics and some of the film noir and other things that are just fun to watch, at least in my world.
Yes.
She doesn't like it as much as I do, but I love watching. I mean, you like, the more obvious ones, but I'll sit there and watch, any of it.
Oh yeah, you have.
Carrie and I used it as background.
We have 3 more gifts. Are these? Oh, here's one. Okay, the next randomized name is Melanie Waltman. That's a new name.
Come on down.
Okay. Melanie Waltman, you have won something donated by Kylie Catlett, our Hawaiian. Well, she's not Hawaiian, but she lives in Hawaii. She's actually from West Virginia. Liz met her at the airport randomly, so how about that? So Kylie Catlett, thank you so much. Melanie Waltman, you have won this, and Kylie donated it, and it's my DVD, Spiritually Reconnecting with Prayer, and it's a hypnosis CD. CD.
It's not a DVD.
No, it's a CD.
CD.
If I said DVD, sorry.
Okay.
This is a CD, and if you need it on a flash drive, I can put that on. I'll make one for you. But this is really great if you have trouble sleeping, or you have anxiety or anything like that. And hey, who doesn't these days? It's pretty common. But it's also, you just allow yourself to fall asleep with it, and the music is beautiful. Henry actually composed the music on this. And it's my voice.
In my opinion, tell me what you think about this.
What?
Why don't you give away one of those or a set each week? Because I have quite a few of those floating about.
Yes. But this is just a wonderful thing, because if you allow yourself to just fall asleep, there's a prayer on it that I give, and it just sinks into your subconscious mind. And to that, I just want to say one more thing. If you have children at home, grandchildren at home, when they're, when kids are about to fall asleep and their eyes start, do you ever notice that?
Flutter.
They get kind of heavy, and then they flutter, and then you see them kind of drop off. At that moment, they are in the dream state. Their just their subconscious mind is wide open, and that's true of adults too. But with kids, if you chose to, when you're putting them to sleep and you see them dropping off like that, that's the moment you lean down and you whisper in their ear, "You are such a good person. You are such a loved child. You are so..."
Positive programming.
Yeah, all positive things you want. You learn things easily and
But couldn't you just play
effortlessly.
this?
No, no.
You don't have a
kids-
children. Maybe you should make a children's one.
Well, but parents and grandparents can do this, and they should do this, because it's a familiar voice, and their subconscious mind is just like, and they will respond to that. Their life will change to this, because you're talking directly to their subconscious mind and telling them and reinforcing them with everything positive. So that's what this does. So please do that for your kids and your grandkids, because it's such a life-changing thing. And I like to think that this is too. So Melanie, I hope you enjoy this, and please let me know if you don't have a CD player.
Okay, I'm going to do update the auction.
Auction updates?
The playbill is at $280.
The playbill and the signed Singing in the Rain by Debbie Reynolds is up to $280. And the
Silver is at $300.
the silverware is at $300.
So-
And after this one, we're going to close the auction. So any last-minute bidders
Last
that want to
call.
come in, this is last call, because I'm about to announce the next and final winner. Sherry King, you are the winner from the randomizer, and you have won a 25, you're the wiener, that's what we call you. All wieners are wieners. So you have won a $25 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com, and I think you know catcosmetics.com. There's a 30% off sale going on right now. If you go to my website, you can either sign up for the text programming or the email and always find out about our sales. The code is USA30, but this is just going to be sent to you, Sherry, and it is donated by Cat Cosmetics.
And now that you
our
brought
company.
that up,
Yeah, yeah.
4th of July,
Yes, it is the 4th of July, and then I have one birthday.
Independence Day celebration.
Let's talk about that before we go.
Exactly.
Yeah, because this isn't just like, oh, we get to go outside and have a barbecue.
No, it's rah
Yes.
USA time.
Yes, I'm about it.
Okay,
Let's go.
so when I heard today, and I don't know the exact, it's 240. What is it? How many is the anniversary right now? To what? It's over two. It's 200.
240
something.
Something.
I heard it on the radio, and I remember.
Thank you.
And I have the dress of my mother's show when we did the bicentennial show.
I remember that. Oh my gosh, that was in the 80s.
So 1776.
That was
it was-
1985, I think,
no,
or something.
It's 200 would have been 1996. That's the 200th year anniversary.
I remember this.
Right? So
yes.
1776, is the alleged time we broke away from the Brits, and we're over that. We forgive them. I mean, it was really the King George thing anyway. I mean, the king was out of control, and taxation without representation. So we blew them off, but we didn't get rid of them, as you probably know, for about 30 some odd years. We were still hanging around to the War of 1812. But, 1776 is also the Marine Corps birthday. So to all the Marines out there, we love you and thank you for your service. 1776 is the Marine Corps birthday.
And you know what I love? That the credo,
Always faithful.
always faithful.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi, always faithful. But also love.
I think that's a good credo for everybody to adopt.
Well, how about adapt, overcome, persevere?
Well, that's Clint Eastwood more than anything else.
But that to me
Not
is,
that he's not worth quoting, mind you.
But it's just
That's
so,
a mixture
It's a
credo.
great life credo. Adapt, overcome,
So Carrie
persevere.
painted that over her bed.
I
after
remember.
we were
Yep.
watching Heartbreak Ridge.
And it was painted over her bed in a beautiful script, some
Yes.
kind of great font.
She had a guy.
The auction is officially
The auction is closed, but 4th of July is still going on. So
yes, and you know what? Let me
45.
Okay,
245-year anniversary, which is pretty dang good. The Romans lasted a little longer, and if we keep going the way we're going, we might be following them. So let's all take hold here. Take hold, man.
That's what.
Take hold.
I say that all the time.
Well, because that's
Take hold, man.
the people that have common sense need to step up to the plate here
Yes.
and hold on to the party. We need to stop with the nonsense and take hold of this country and get back to our roots, the things that make us great, the things that make us the most creative, the things that make us the most giving people on earth. The United States, let's look at World War II as a great example, changed the world. We could have stepped up and ruled the world. We had the nuclear bombs and when no one else did, we could have done anything we wanted at that moment. What did we do? We went back to our little island. Everybody, we rearranged things. We had the Marshall Plan to rebuild everybody. I mean, we are the most giving country on earth. Why is that? Because we are one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, before I
Why
go,
is that on the frickin' bill?
there you
Why is that there at all, if
Okay.
not to be the most important thing? You could put anything you want on the money, but we chose to put that there because that is who we are, that is what we stand for, and we need to hold on to that.
right now.
Da, da,
I
da,
would
da,
like
da,
to,
da,
if we
da.
could, I really would love to have. Henry, can you time this, or because
You're looking at it.
I don't want to look at it. I want to close my eyes. I would like to give 30 seconds of, as a moment of silence.
Would you want me to reset that clock?
No, just Henry. Okay.
I can reset that.
I would like to give a moment of silence of 30 seconds for the people that we celebrate on the 4th of July that have fought for our country, are fighting for our country, and our beautiful independence. All right?
Ready?
Ready?
Go.
Go.
And there you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, before we announce the auction winners. Yeah? Oh, we have one more prize? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Peggy Delgadillo. I didn't
It used
even
to be
know.
4, then it was 6, and then it was 8. Now it's 9.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is donated by Barbara Hammond. Peggy Delgadillo, you're going to go do
Berserk.
backflips. You are going to do backflips.
You're going to
over
need
this.
CDs to be able to
She
calm
may
down
already
from
have
this.
it, but this is a product that a woman wants 10 of because you blast through this stuff.
Sorry, Dwight.
I
Didn't
do.
mean to
I
disturb
love
you.
this. Donated by Barbara Hammond, Peggy Delgadillo. You have won Radiance, which is the it's the bomb. This is the bomb.com. Let me tell you, I use this on my face whether I'm getting ready to wear makeup or if I'm not wearing makeup at all. It is a blurring primer. It looks like it has color, but it doesn't. It's clear, and it makes your face look so good. And if you have imperfections, it actually blurs them. It is the craziest, most beautiful formula. So Barbara Hammond, thank you so much. And Peggy Delgadillo, I know if you haven't tried this yet, you're going to lose your mind over this product. So congratulations to all of our wieners and also to all of our donors. And before we go to the auction winners, I just want to say we have a birthday, Anna Harris. Happy birthday to you. And I'm so happy that,
Don't you want to give it to her?
What's that? Of course we're gonna sing for her. Are you ready? The Carrie happy
Just
birthday
hit it when
song.
I'll bang in right in there.
Okay, here we go. Anna, happy birthday. And here
All
we
together
go.
now.
All together now. 1, 2, 3. I did it.
She tries.
I
she's
try to
showing
beat
off.
you all the. I'm not. I took a good breath. Happy birthday, Anna Harris. We're just so happy that you're a part of the family.
Ryan, come back up so we can say goodnight properly.
Okay, and wait, we're going to announce the wieners.
The winner.
The
Good
auction
night.
wieners.
Good night.
There's Ryan.
Wait, Ryan.
Let him
Happy
free.
4th
Let
of
him
July.
go.
Ryan.
Let me free. Why don't you,
No,
babe?
Ryan, you have to announce the
Yes,
auction
yes,
wieners.
yes.
The auction
Yes.
winners are. You're going to
The
announce.
auction winners are, for the playbill, it goes to Jan Hanley.
Yay, Jan.
With a $400 bid.
Wow,
and then
thank
for
you.
the auction, for the silver, at the last minute, Frank came in at $500. So $500 will be donated to St. Jude's.
There you go. Thank you.
And who did he scoop on that?
Peggy Delgadillo. So
Peggy. Oh.
good juju came to Peggy.
Hey, I have an idea.
And Peggy ended up winning the prize.
Yeah.
You see how life
Yeah,
is?
good juju
There's
came
always a
her way.
little silver
However,
lining.
if Peggy wants, I could find something maybe comparable as a secondary
Okay,
item.
but that's something that's up to Peggy, and
I'm not pressuring. I'm merely saying if you want me to find something similar,
Right.
we could show it to her, and if she liked it, whatever the underbid was, we would then add that to the St. Jude.
Yeah, but this, you know what,
did you hear
Frank?
what
Be in touch with Peggy for that.
All right.
But Ryan, you caught the last thing I said. We'd add that to the
Yes.
St. Jude donation.
Right, but let me just
I don't
say,
hurt anybody.
I won't. But Peggy,
Those things are really nice.
I mean Frank, the wiener, Frank, you are going to love these. You really are.
But he bought a set of serving
Oh, I know.
sterling. Now this, here, I'll hold it up to
These
the
are just,
camera.
I love them though. They really do. Frank, good win.
Go to her.
And Jan
Her
Hanley,
camera,
that's a
4.
good win too. I'm so excited you got that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some really nice little engraving here down on the. I mean, these are pretty spectacular. But I have another set of my mom's, what I consider her favorite set. So I've tried to limit I gave a set to Billy, and I gave a set to Vanessa.
Yeah.
And I so I'm kind of to the point.
The kids.
So anything left now is share it with the world time.
That's right. Anyway, congratulations to both of you and to all of our winners. And as we play the opening video to close the show so you can all say goodnight to each other, I am just so, thank you Levi's, thank you Vans shoes, thank you
Time Warner.
Time Warner. I mean, but Levi's and Vans shoes, thank you so much for being so good and saying yes to Brenda, because wow, we're going to do things with these kids. And so if you feel to, please go to the link that is going to be, I'll put it up on mine, but it's on Ryan's and it's in the messages right now. So as you say goodnight to each other, I'll see you soon. I leave this week, Tuesday. Are you going to miss me at all?
I am,
Even a little?
But Henry's coming back to fill in for you.
You see?
So.
That was not the answer I wanted. But okay.
No.
Do you miss me yet? I miss you already. I haven't even left yet.
Yeah, it's hard for me to
I
accept.
can miss you already if I want to.
It's hard for me to accept any of this. And I've actually was tempted to.
He gets really grumpy
I was
when I
tempted
leave.
to get in the motorhome and surprise you, but then you nixed it 3 different times every time I bring
Well,
it.
okay, here's why.
No, I know.
Because
You told me.
Mariana and I.
But I wouldn't
are-
bother you guys much. I could sit in my motorhome quietly on the sidelines and not bother
see,
anybody.
if you're there, what happens is I have to do 3 shows a day, and I have to wife. That means cook and.
I see.
Yeah, that's not
I look
easy.
after myself in the motorhome pretty good because everything's close. I make popcorn in there, toast.
Anyway, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there with us. I know the show went long tonight, but hey, it's Saturday. What are we doing?
No,
We're
it's
all
4th
dressed
of
up.
July.
Let's make something. It is. I love you guys. We do. Good night. And on behalf of Ryan Clements.
Back to September 1987,
Right.
our Woman of the Hour, Carrie
me,
Fisher, best-selling
Dora,
author and
Liz,
actress.
and Henry.
Carrie's
Thank
known
you
for her
coming.
surprises. Well, we
Good
pulled
night,
a few
everybody.
surprises on her.
I'm Carrie Fisher. Welcome to Hour Magazine. I'm today's Woman of the Hour. Because my book is about obsession and because the first sort of fourth of it
is about drugs. I get asked a lot of drug questions. And that I sort of expected. And the other stuff you expect, too. They asked me more about, like, the autobiography I think I was expected to write that I didn't write. So they asked me about stuff that's not in the book, about my parents, about, you know.
Yeah, but I think most of us look at it as thinly guised fiction.
Well, I mean, most fiction...
I don't know how you can write that stuff without having...
Well, you write close to your experience.
Yeah.
I don't have a good enough memory, and I'm not old enough to write an autobiography, but I did write a lot about things that I had experienced, and I did sort of make up a lot of stuff.
But doesn't writing fiction, I mean, even when you keep that close to the real story, it does give you a freedom.
To go inside of heads, to go all over, you're
and
not
to take
sort of
a little
restricted.
dramatic license as well.
And you can lie.
Yeah.
Back and get
Yeah.
that
What does everybody in the family think about the book?
Well, you know, they think it's great. I think my mother did, in part of her mind, expect me to write a book that said, "She never cooked for me," you know. But, you know, it's dedicated to my mother. So my mother liked me in the 8th grade play, you know, so she's very proud of it.
We've had Debbie, we're talking about her mother, Debbie Reynolds. We've had Debbie on the show several times. And being a fan of hers, not knowing her specifically as a mother, what is she like as a mother?
She's a really good mother. She's a terrific mother. I mean,
Ups and
particularly
downs?
considering that she did about 30 films when I was growing up, you know. But she was there a lot, and she really brought us up mostly on her own. So I had a stepfather also.
Yeah.
So she's a great mom.
All right, if you had to write a postcard to your mom,
oh no,
what would it be?
I think I've done it on the tour.
Have you?
No, my postcard to my mom is the book, sort of. I mean, it's dedicated to her. She even though she didn't cook food for me, that's what she says. I know I didn't make the cookies, but she was a terrific mother. She did considering the whole split up of my parents and how difficult that was for her. And I was 2, and my brother was really born. It's a very tough thing to go through if you don't have children. She had children. She had to keep working, and so she did an extraordinary job.
What do you think her postcard to you would say?
I don't know. Get another business manager.
You think so?
No.
Well, let's find out.
Hello, dear. This is your mother, Debbie Reynolds. My phone number is, I get so nervous when I give you my phone number. Is this your answer phone on, dear? Because you know your answer phone's always, I wish you didn't have an answer phone, dear. I wish you'd just have your own number and pick it up yourself. Why can't I ever reach my daughter? Well, goodbye, dear. Do call me whenever you have time. Hello, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Debbie Reynolds. The book is dedicated to your mother and your brother Todd. And Todd is busy with, he's in the business at the moment, isn't he? Doing.
He does videos, he's a cinematographer, director. And
doing quite well.
Yes, well, he's a terrific son.
I want to be like Todd when I grow up.
All right. Well, let's see how like Todd you are right now.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is absurd.
Todd.
You're joking.
Todd, I was supposed to ask you to read a postcard.
Well, I brought it to her anyway.
Have you got it? What does it
Here,
say?
you sit down and read it the cover.
They're all going like this to me. Boo. I can't help it, guys.
I know you're new at this. And
I
all.
know.
Well, I was going to do the hello, dear.
Yes.
Because in our family, the hello, dear is sort of a tradition at this point. So you really missed out on that. And then I was going to say, this is your brother, and I was watching the videos of our trip to China. We traveled to China together. And I was pondering over the question in this film of who was more like our mother, Carrie, or myself. And we determined that I was like her in the morning after the slaughters of sleep. And Carrie
Poetic.
was more like her in the night after some fast phone talking and other tensions of the day. And I hope that this can be resolved soon, because after reading your book, I'm sure I must be missing something. Or shall I say, you have sort of a je ne sais Kuala Lumpur.
Can you tell that we're brother and sister?
Yeah, sort of. Let's talk about growing up, and maybe you can bring another perspective to it, growing up in this wonderful bubble of Beverly Hills, Hollywood, the industry.
Well, I thought it was quite normal for me.
Yeah,
My
you would.
perspective is only one-sided from that point.
Yeah.
And we had, as far as I was concerned, quite a normal
We
childhood.
didn't know it was weird until we started watching Father Knows Best.
That's exactly right. I had a problem when I saw Leave It to Beaver, because I never
That's a
liked
whole
that.
other thing, though.
Oh, later in life.
Were you happy, kids?
Very happy.
Yes.
Very happy. We had
You should have brought the
everything.
films.
Well, you know what? One of the
Oh, no!
one of the Debbie, what surprises you most about Todd and Carrie?
Oh, well, I'm not surprised about anything they do because I'm most delighted, I feel, that the children have grown up. I hate when I call them children. That the young people have grown up.
What do you mean?
to be sharing, loving, giving, and the most important thing is that they love each other. They're very best of friends, besides being a brother and a sister.
She still hits me, though. It started at a young age.
She always did. When they were, Todd was maybe 2 months old, Carrie hit him in the head with a baseball bat. And she came running into...
That's been my excuse for years.
Which, front or back?
Plastic bat,
Plastic.
though.
It was a little bat, and she knocked him out, and she said, "Mommy, the baby fell over." So then she nursed him back. She said, "The baby..."
I've been guilty about it ever since.
Yeah.
So it's the main reason that I'm in therapy.
But we've worked it out since then.
Yeah, it's so wonderful to have you both here. And again, congratulations on the book. It's called Postcards from the Edge, and it's awfully worthwhile reading. You must do that now. Lady Remington Fashion Jewelry, beautiful jewelry styled for today's woman. Customer and hostess plan available. Call 1-800-654-8632 for Lady Remington's fashion advisor. New Bikini Bear Cream Bleach to lighten unwanted hair on face, legs, arms, and gentle new Bikini Bear Facial Depilatory.